12 seconds later.
Look at all those chickens!
What is up everyone, it's the Natural here and welcome back to another video on the channel, and we are back yet again with the best YouTube show on YouTube, TMIR This Month In Review, the show that pretty much gives you everything crazy, everything mental, everything insane, everything hilarious, just everything that's happened in each month throughout the year. So, what has happened in the 6th month of the year, that is June, in 2021. The United Kingdom's government is an absolute meltdown.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Since this whole global pandemic has been absolutely astronomical around the world and has caused chaos and havoc to everyone, there's a few countries that has, let's say, not been great in terms of governments been run. One of them is America, Brazil is another, but most of all is the United Kingdom. Now, the United Kingdom have been a catastrophic joke during this whole global pandemic with, furlough, with vaccines, with, test and trace systems, the fact that they banned sex for people who literally don't even live in the same house with each other. That, to this day, is one of the most mental things, and still is one of those mental things. That came out of last year. Unbelievable. Like I said, they've been a catastrophic joke during this whole global pandemic. And, let's say, this month, boy oh boy, did Dominic Cummings come out and say some extreme things. He said a lot of big things. I mean, he really did single-handedly just threw the knife into Boris Johnson and Matt Hancock. What am I on about, you could be saying, is, well, Dominic Cummings had a big vast meeting with a bunch of people, and let's say he said a lot of things that we pretty much, and I pretty much have been saying all of last freaking year. That the government weren't, that Boris Johnson wasn't ready for the, to lock down the countries. He had no idea what he was doing. The fact that they single-handedly had no plan of how the hell did they, for the United Kingdom, get out of lockdown. They had no plan how to keep the people in the world safe. It was just a complete, utter fuck up. The people I really feel sorry for are like the small businesses who, need the income to keep their business running and keep their heads above water. And I also feel sorry for so many other people who are struggling with mental health this month. No one has talked about mental health. I don't know why. The one thing that is more important is people's well-being. And the governments just shadow over that mental health. There's no such thing as mental health. And they don't even come out and even educate people with mental health. I've known people who commit suicide this year with the fact that the pressure of their business is falling apart and they can't cope anymore. And it's unacceptable how bullshit and how pathetic the local governments are. And I'm sick to death of the way that governments just treat people like dirt and just tramp over people like fucking doormats. It drives me insane. Does Boris Johnson really care about, one person who is right now just so miserable, so just got no motivation, no energy to get out of bed every single morning because he knows, what's the point? My business is falling apart. I'm in a relationship with someone, it's just not working out. It's all the stress and all the anxiety these people are going through. Does Boris Johnson really give a shit about them? No, he doesn't. Does Matt Hancock really give a shit about them? No, none of them do, because they're lying pricks, to say the least. and I am just, I know I'm just rambling now, I'm just going on, just having a rant at the minute, but I'm just so angry and so pissed off with the fact that we've had a full year of a global pandemic and the governments have done diddly squats. That's all really to say. We watched this space for intent. I may have to come back and talk about this probably in July, August, September, or whenever. I don't really want to. I want to talk about some happy stories, you know, positive stories, but this is the big breaking story of this month. It is what it is, isn't it? It is just, I'm fed up with coronavirus. I just want things to go back to normality. I just want to just walk my damn dog and have fun doing it. Anyway, what is next?
Welcome back to Jurassic Walmart. In front of us now is our new species, Whalegoxosaurus. With its leaky behind, it's a real trophy dinosaur. It has a massive weight of around 700 pounds and is very aggressive. Whalegoxosaurus needs constant feeding.
Rock, paper, scissors for 5 subs. Ready? Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Shoot. Scissors. I win. Omega lol.
Incoming call from EA. Castro, you tubby tub you aren't getting a toti, ha ha ha. Thanks for the 700k FIFA points. Sometimes when I'm home alone I like to slather myself with Vaseline and pretend I'm a slug. Hey ladies. I wanted to let you know that although I am a big man and also have a very nice and juicy cock, I am very shy and can't start a conversation. My name is Canute and I want your Instagram.
Holes of darkness. Thanks for the $5.
Roses are red, violets are twisted. Bend over, Pokey, you're about to get fisted. Love you, babe.
Exactly.
Shout out to all my fellow Americans wearing horrible tropical pineapple shirts.
That was unlucky, dude. That was unlucky. I knew that would happen. I knew that was setting up. And then I knew I was about to move this.
Castro, you look good. Why are women so difficult, man? My girlfriend's dog died, so I tried to cheer her up by getting her an identical one. It just made her more upset. She screamed at me, "What am I supposed to do with 2 dead dogs?" Wow.
Rousing, you have won your spot in the Guinness World Records for the longest time playing Fortnite on stream without a win. Hey Siri, play All I Do Is Win by DJ Khaled.
Samsung have released a brand new assistant called Sam, and let's just say all the godforsaken losers, Jeff Sims out there, are finding it very, very, very attractive.
Make sure your wife is out of the room. So, you want to talk, or you want me to take my top off?
Peter, why are you so—
Get out! This is a part just for the men!
Like I said, Samsung released a brand new assistant called Sam, and you know, a lot of people like it. I don't really give a flying F because I don't have a Samsung phone. I have an iPhone. Not like everybody else. That's not me disrespecting anybody who's Samsung, has got a Samsung phone, or who loves Samsung, you know. gadgets. That's totally fine. Whatever. This Samsung new assistant called Sam, a lot of people have took a real shine to her, let's say, and I'm not making this up. You can even Google it yourself. There are people who've made hentai, there are people who've made anime and other sexual content on this woman. I mean, I find it bizarre because, let's not forget, she's a fucking virtual assistant. She's not real. She's not even, like, she's not real.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
But, you know, this doesn't really surprise me. You know, let's not forget, a few months ago when a brand new game called Resident Evil 8 Village was released, there was this huge, enormous, massive woman called Lady Dimashov, who was literally fucking 10 foot tall, and there were people making mods on her, just everything that's sexual. There were literally cosplays of this chick from OnlyFans, for example. Probably the only thing that probably surprised me definitely this year was watching a woman gorilla glue her own bloody hair. That to this day is one of the most mental things and the best story I've ever covered on this channel. That's pretty much it. You know, Samsung released a brand new virtual assistant girl called Sam, and all the horny little simps are just making ridiculous content just to bust a nut. We say goodbye to one of the most OG internet browsers of all time, Internet Explorer.
Oh wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Yes, Internet Explorer is saying arrivederci, coming in 2022, which is next year, because let's just perfectly honest, Google Chrome has single-handedly came in and just shat all over Internet Explorer. I mean, does people even use Internet Explorer in 2021? You know, it feels to me it's like the most outdated browser out there. And don't even get me started on Firefox. How the hell is that still a browser? Firefox is people, like Firefox literally is the most relevant browser out there. I mean, I understand people using Internet Explorer. You'll be weird, but I understand it. But no one uses Firefox or any other. Bling, get out of here. I mean, Google Chrome is like the Twitch, really, of browsers. And then you got Internet Explorer, which was like Mixer. And then obviously that Mixer couldn't compete with Twitch, and that's why they went. Which, by the way, and true fact, Mixer also is owned by Microsoft. So two of Microsoft's biggest things, Mixer and Internet Explorer, are just gone, and it just be like sand just going through your fingers, really, and you just can't compete with the times, Microsoft. But anyway, Internet Explorer is saying au revoir next year, which would be sad, but not really, because Google Chrome is the alpha browser. And our final story of today, we always end it with a good old positive story to end, as we always do, in the negative world that we live in. And I've got a little very good positive one today, which is Russian sailors save this dog in the Arctic Circle.
A fluffy white dog is stranded on floating ice in the Arctic after it wandered off from its home and got lost in the frozen sea. But Russian sailors come to the rescue to save the dog from getting hurt by moving ships. They investigated a number of possibilities for lifting the animal from the ice, but in the end, sailors used a ceremonial ladder, allowing the dog to climb on board safely. Then they used mobile communications to contact locals and found its home. The dog was eventually returned to its owner, who had been looking for one-year-old Aika for more than a week.
So everyone, that's the end of another video on the channel and the end of another TMIR This Month In Review. If you think it's quite a little bit sad that Internet Explorer is saying goodbye next year and no longer going to be a browser on the internet next year, then just lean back and headbutt that motherfucking like button. You can also follow my social media platforms. The link, as always, will be down there in the description. I hope you all have an amazing day out there. Stay safe and healthy too. Please like, subscribe. The Natural, the punk of YouTube, is out.